this is K. Devendra Reddy, Assistant Professor in Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. In this video, we are going to discuss about armature reaction effect of the alternators. So before into the armature reaction reactance, before into the armature reaction effect on the alternator, let us look into the armature leakage reactance and how it will be affect the performance of the machine. In an AC machine, any flux set up by the load current which does not contribute to the useful flux of the machine is called as a leakage flux. Or we can also define the flux which will not complete its path. We can also call it as a leakage flux. The effect of leakage flux set up by self-induced EMF in the armature winding. The induced EMF by the leakage fluxes will be of a self-induced EMF. And you can see here a slot which contains current carrying conductors which develops the magnetic field around it, and this developed magnetic field will not be useful unless it will be completes its path. So if not it is completed its path, so it will be comes into the leakage flux, and these leakage fluxes are links own conductors, the flux which linking its own conductors. Then an EMF will be induced in that conductors called a self-induced EMF. And the leakage flux may be of classified as following, that is a slot leakage. Leakage flux may be of a tooth head leakage, and it will be of a coil end or overhanging leakage. Leakage flux induces a voltage in the armature windings. These can be taken into the account by introducing a leakage reactance drop. So the drop due to or leakage reactance, that is leakage flux drop, the leakage flux induces a voltage in the armature windings. These taken into the account by introducing the leakage reactance drop. The leakage flux makes the armature winding is more inductive in nature, so the winding possesses a leakage reactance in addition to the resistance of the armature winding. So let us we conclude the discussion related to the armature leakage reactance. A flux which will not complete its path, we can call it as a leakage reactance, leakage flux. These leakage flux setups induced EMF or induces an EMF in the armature conductors called as self-induced EMF. And it is of different types, that is of a slot leakage or a tooth head leakage or a coil end or a overhanging leakage. And the leakage flux setups an EMF in the armature conductors, and the drop due to these will be taken into the account by introducing the name called a leakage reactance drop. And these leakage fluxes makes the armature winding more inductive in nature, so the winding possess a reactance that is called a leakage reactance XL in addition to the resistance of the armature winding. So armature winding have armature winding resistance, that is RA, and leakage reactance drop, that is it also will be inductive in nature by a leakage reactance that is called XL. So let us now look into the effect of armature reaction on the alternator. So let us now define armature reaction. So we know already about it in DC generators, DC motors, we know about it, armature reaction. The armature reaction is simply defined as effect of the main field flux. Effect of the armature flux on a main field flux is called as armature reaction. There are two fluxes. One is due to the field winding, that is called as the main flux. Another flux is due to the current carrying conductors of the armature. So the flux produced by the armature winding as well as the flux produced by the field winding. There are two fluxes which are the two different circuits. And here in the case, in the alternator, the field flux we can treat it as a main flux, and flux produced by the armature conductors are treated as armature flux. The armature reaction is defined as the effect of this developed armature flux on the main field flux, whether it is a destroying or it will be a aligning or it will be a cross magnetizing. It may be of a magnetizing effect or it may be of a demagnetizing or it may be of cross magnetization effect. That is called as armature reaction. When the load is applied to the alternator, current starts flowing through the armature conductors. We know it when the three terminals of the alternator will be closed through the load. A current will be passing through the armature conductors. At the time, a current carrying conductor develops a magnetic field, that is a flux developed around it. The armature flux produced will react with the main field flux and distorts the effect of main field. So due to this distortion, the main flux will either strengthen or weaken. The distortion of the main flux, either it will be of in the direction of the weakening or in the direction of the strengthening, that is of by magnetizing or demagnetizing. The distortion may be of the distortion of the flux. It may be depending upon the type of the load applied to the rotor, applied to the alternator. There are three types of the distorting effects that we discussed: a cross magnetization effect and demagnetizing effect, as well as the magnetizing effect. So the armature reaction in the case of the alternators, specifically in the synchronous generators, which is depending on the distortion effect is depending upon the type of the load you are connected to the alternator, whether it is of unity power factor load or it is a zero lagging power factor load or it is a leading power factor load. Let us now looking into the armature reaction at unity power factor loading conditions. When a resistive load with a unity power factor is connected to the alternator armature, current will be of in the case current will be in phase with the voltage, induced voltage, when because of the load is connected which is of unity power factor. In that case, when unity power factor load is connected, the both voltage as well as the currents are co-phasors. The armature current will produce its own flux in the conductor, which will be also be in phase with the induced voltage. So when unity power factor load is connected, the armature current will produce its own flux called armature flux, which will be of in phase with the induced voltage. So this is the case. This red color line represents the main flux and the dotted line represents the armature flux. So let us take it as a reference wave, that is a reference vector is a pi f, main flux produced by the field winding, and induced EMF will be always lagging behind this, which is of a 90 degree, which is of unity power factor and 90 degree. And armature, the current in armature conductors, which is also co-phasor, that is IA, and voltage as well as the current both are co-phasors when it is connected to the unity power factor load. And in the case, the flux produced by due to the current, due to the armature current, there will be a flux will produced in the armature conductors, that is a phi A, because it is a resistive load. This flux is will also be along the phase of induced EMF E phase. So this is the case. So the induced EMF will be of lagging behind your supply volt, lagging behind your main flux by 90 degree with respect to each other. And as you can see from this waveform, we can already discussed the armature flux will cross the main flux, will distort the main flux at one point, thereby weakening the main flux. So see here, here in the negative direction of the main flux and positive direction of the armature flux, which will destroy. Means there will be opposite direction of the fluxes, and it's some time in this case both are will be of a positive direction. So the armature reaction effect by unity power factor is said to be a cross magnetizing effect. In a certain cases, in a certain time, in a certain places, it will be of a magnetizing. In certain places, it will be of demagnetizing. Totally, it will be comes into the cross magnetizing effect of armature reaction when it is connected to alternator is connected to unity power factor load. So armature reaction effect of armature reaction when the alternator is connected to zero power factor lagging load. When an inductive load with a zero lagging power factor is connected to the alternator, the load current will be delayed by a 90 degree, and the armature flux produced will also be shifted to the 90 degree with respect to the poles. There will be a phase difference of 90 degree between the armature flux and the main flux, right? You can see here the red colored line waveform represents the main flux, and this dotted line represents the armature flux. Both are opposite phases. Both are phase shifted, opposite to phase shifted. So both are opposite phases. So like the generally the flux per pole, main field flux pi f is a reference vector, and induced EMF per phase E phase will be of lagging behind by 90 degree, and your current when it is inductive load, zero lay inductive load is connected to the alternator, the current will be of IA, which is also lagging behind the induced voltage by 90 degree, and which is of along the phase of the armature flux phi A. See here, both the fluxes are opposite direction each other. So the phi A will be of different direction and the phi F will be of different direction. Both the fluxes are in opposite direction each other. So the effect coming to the picture is demagnetization effect. The resultant flux will be of weakening, that is by demagnetizing effect of armature reaction when alternator is connected to zero lagging power factor load. Similarly, armature reaction effect when alternator is connected to the zero leading power factor loading condition, that is the capacitive load. So when alternator is capacitive load, it is connected to the capacitive load, pure capacitive load. So we know the phi f is a reference vector, and the induced EMF E phase will be of lagging behind your main flux by 90 degree. And we know if it is an inductive load, that is a leading power factor, current leads the voltage by 90 degree if it is a zero leading power factor. So this will be your induced EMF E phase, and current will be of lagging, that is IA phase, which is of 90 degree, and the flux produced by armature conductors will be also in phase with IA. This is phi A and it is phi F. Now see here in the vector diagram, both the fluxes are in the same direction. Both the fluxes are along with the same vector, same direction. That means armature reaction effect will be magnetizing. It will strengthen the resultant flux. It will be strengthen the resultant flux or main field flux. Armature flux now strengthen the main field flux because both are in same direction. So when alternator is connected to the leading power factor loads, that is a capacitive loads, the resultant field will be strengthened, that is called as a magnetization effect of armature reaction will come into the picture when it is connected to the leading power factor loads to the alternators. For any intermediate power factor, the effect of armature reaction in the alternator will be of partly distorting and partly demagnetizing. So not exactly a zero leading power factor or a zero lagging power factor. It may be of a either not zero lead, other than zero lagging and other than zero leading power factors. It's not exactly the demagnetizing and not exactly the cross magnetization effect. It will be of a partly distorting effects as well as the demagnetization effects will come into the picture if the load is not absolutely leading, zero leading and absolutely a zero lagging power factors. So the summary of the armature reaction. When an alternator supplies a load at unity power factor, the effect of armature reaction is partly cross magnetizing and partly distorting. The effect of armature reaction is demagnetizing when alternator is supplied a load of zero lagging power factor or else a lagging power factor load. Armature reaction effect is a magnetizing effect. Armature reaction effect is magnetizing when the alternator is supplying a load at leading power factors. When alternator supplies a load at intermediate power factor, the effect of armature reaction is a partly distorting as well as the partly demagnetizing. The effect of armature reaction may causes the generated EMF to vary. In order to overcome that, a main flux. So by these discussions, by the above magnetization effect and demagnetization effect, as well as the cross magnetization effect. In the first two cases, when it is either a cross magnetization effect or a demagnetization effect, the resultant induced EMF of the alternator will be vary because the resultant flux will affect by the armature reaction. So to overcome that, to maintain a constant voltage across the load terminals, to overcome the armature reaction, we have to we have to strengthen the main flux by increasing the ampere turns, or by increasing the number of turns to the main flux, or by increasing the excitation current to the main flux. That means we have to strengthen main flux or a field flux to overcome the effects caused by the armature fluxes. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.